Finishing games? Blasphemy, yeah? Who does that? Who finishes a game in this day and age? No, it's all about games that are basically extended rabbit holes, that you can never finish, like Kenshi. Or Project Zomboid, for that matter, which is a game I do need to get back to. The reason why I haven't streamed any more Zomboid is because I'm kind of afraid to get into the main save file that I've been streaming, because enough updates have happened, I might need to restart that one. And I made so much progress with that I'm kind of aggravated about it. But anyway. Kenshi. We're just gonna play a little bit with Kenshi. And rather than go back to one of my other games, we are going to carry on with Vorbis, because, you know, it's going to be the easiest one to jump back into. Seeing as how it's been so long since I played as Boneshaw's crew, I don't even know where I left off. I don't particularly feel like playing as Drone and Beep at the moment. And Stickbug aggravated me, because everyone is de-limbed and unconscious. And I've only got an hour, and this is probably the easiest one to do a little bit more with. I could have carried on with Hole, but I don't think I can handle any more of that than an hour of time. Right, so yes, as I left off with this crew last time, they were doing their thing there, we were doing some research, and, yeah. So I was thinking about it, and this farm that I accidentally got completely decimated, I might just move into that, because I can buy those buildings. The only thing is I won't be able to build outside of it, and to produce things, I'm going to need to provide power. So, I'm going to need to learn how to make small wind generators. Sao can get over here. I also like how I said I was going to start calling her Xiao, or Chow, because I feel like calling her Sao is, whether that's how you pronounce the name or not, makes it sound like I'm calling her a pig. So, no. So, I need to learn wind generator theory, and then I believe small wind generator. To do that, of course, I'm going to need to... what's the word? Get more books, yes. At a pretty decent price for this cotton, so that's good. Nope, blow him a kiss. No, let's not do that. Yes, I understand. I might be able to hire somebody else on while I'm here, which should be nice. I'm definitely going to want to buy a bull, too, that I can use as essentially a pack mule. Give me a little bit of extra cash for cotton, which is good. Alright, that's alright, that's alright. So, let's have her buy a little bit more food for herself. And you know what? I don't think I'm going to hire anybody else on just yet. I'm going to wait until I build up enough cash to get a pack bull. And then after that, I'll hire somebody else on. Anyway, once day breaks, I'm probably going to have Vorbis go over and build a clothing bench so that he can actually start training up as an armorer. Once again, being an armorer, it's one of the best ways. It's a tedious way to make money, but it's one of the best ways to make money. I am eventually going to want to try to get some combat training. The best way for me to do that is either to keep defending myself from river raptors, or especially if I'm training toughness, Skinner's Roam, because there's giant swarms of starving bandits over here. Even though I've been trying to act nice to the starving bandits. As you can tell by the fact that they don't really hate me, they only kind of hate me. Yeah, this place is much better defended and much more active than the other farm that's now a wasteland because I fucked it up. The headman of this place, is he still up there? No. Okay, I'm gonna have to find him because he's the one I can buy the animals off of. He might be in the... He's probably in the farmhouse. Well, of course, this place is better defended. It looks like they have an actual military presence. But yeah, that's one good thing about settling in the Holy Nation early on, or at least not even settling, is, it's just relatively easy to make money. I'm not going to... Dark creatures, they'll bring famine to us all. I'm not going to bother attacking them yet. Aha, I'll attack them now, though. Seeing as though we got some backup. That didn't take much now, did it? It's funny, you know, they work the farms, but they don't actually take the crops. Hey, you know what? She's not currently doing anything. She can run over here and help her out. Because I'm not technically allied with the Holy Nation yet, they're not going to bother trying to pick her back up. If that's the case, then while she's running over there to heal her up, Vorbis can run on up here. Sell this stuff. Oh, she's dying. Well, I did say that if anyone died, I was just going to let them die, but I think she's got a ways to go before she bleeds out yet, so Moo should be able to make it over to her, hopefully. As long as she can outrun that, whatever that is. I think she's got to hit minus 75 before she dies. Here she comes. Okay, those guys did not, Some more river riders. For the love of God, heal her. It's dangerous work. God damn it. No, run. Is it true that humans drink with beasts on the outside? I have to have her run out and get the, stuff from Sao. Xiao. Xiao? Xiao. You guys are not very good at defending from bone dogs. River raptors, you're hell on wheels, but bone dogs, not so much. Let's let them do their thing while Orbis does this. Alright, so what do I need to build a clothing bench? 3 iron plates. Although let's get 4 because I'm also gonna set up... No, 5. Because I'm also gonna want to build some lighting. I'm also probably going to want to heal some of these guys. Although it looks like the paladins might be dealing with that. That's good. Thankfully, they've got some beds up here I can use. Oh damn, she almost she almost got wrecked too. So we'll give him the engineering task. So we'll have her do some wheeling and dealing. If I can find the main firm, dude. Wherever he may be. It's not whatnot, as they say. I'm going to want to set up a weaponsmith too, but I can't do that unless I get a house bigger than this one. It'll be alright. Doing better than the other farm I hung out at for a bit anyway. See if I can find the guy to sell this shit to. Here you are. Granted, I'm just selling your cotton back to you, but now the nomads are selling bulls that that don't have cropped horns. But I'll take what I can get. May as well get the cheap one. Go on. Why not? I think that might be a name from like the Epic of Gilgamesh or something. I can't recall. Oh look, more river raptors are coming. Wait, this seems strange. This can't be correct, right? Why do the river raptors have bounties on them? Is this a stupidly easy way I can gain Holy Nation rep? Just turning the river raptors in for their bounties? I might have to test that. Definitely gonna need to research storage. Okay, you know what? Let's test this theory. So this, I mean, they're all dead, so I'm only gonna get half bounty anyway on them, but I don't really care about that. Oh, I should, probably cook some of this meat as well. So, let's just start by making bandanas. Thankfully, him being a Scorchlander, he's going to increase that skill pretty quickly, so... Okay, I'm going to need to put a backpack on this bull, too. I swear, if I can turn in river raptors for bounties for crop theft, of all frigging things, and get a little bit of money and rep at the same time. Wait, what's it telling me I can't research that? If nothing else, looking around a dead river raptor is probably going to help increase strength, if nothing else. Okay, that's the armory, that's the temple. Surely they've got a... maybe the barracks? Because my relations are currently at 15. Okay, not the barracks. Yeah, I'm going. Maybe there's a building over here. Yeah, because that's the temple. Barracks. It's probably that one. Okay, so there doesn't appear to be a police station over here. Meaning I'll probably have to send Moo over to Stack. Okay, she can run Stack. To Stack. It doesn't matter if she takes that backpack with her, because once Sao is back on her feet, which she currently is. Oh, now they're fighting starving bandits. Cool. But what I can do is I can put a backpack on the bull. Oh look, rivers are coming now too. Although actually I should send Moo back up here though. Because, yeah, you know what? I won't have her keep the backpack, because I need Xiao to have those medical supplies. And there you have it. Let's have her run over, test that theory, and just continue doing on some research. It's going to take a while for him to actually make some decent armor, but, you know, gotta start small. So in reality, we're not going to make much money armor smithing for a little bit yet. Not until I start making standard grade stuff. Which I think I'm going to need to get them to at least level 20 first for that. Yeah, she should be able to outrun them, I'm sure. Well, I didn't want her to go over there. Customer, come in. But I just dealt with you. Does that cover areas? Doesn't look like he's just going to automatically use that, though, unfortunately. I guess we'll see, eh? Okay, so let's see if I can turn in this dead river raptor for a bounty and some rep. Except, is there anyone here I can speak to about? Perhaps High Inquisitor Seta? He's probably not going to speak to Mu, though, her being a woman. You lost your husband, Temptress. Woman has no place here. What happens if I just put it in the cage? Can I put it in the cage? Yep. Got a reward. And it's dead, but it's upright as if it was still alive. I didn't get a faction boost, but that might just be because I didn't directly speak to anybody. Can't get the money off of it, though, which is bizarre. I get the feeling that should not be a thing that happens. Just have Google on a follow Chow. So I'm gonna want Vorbis to at least be able to make standard gear before I start using him to outfit people. Should also build a food storage in that little shack, just so I got somewhere people can go get food. This is going to be very easy to lose track of how much grub I have. It's also probably not going to hurt to transfer cotton over here that I can then turn into fabric. Although I might end up, like I say, co-opting that farm for my own purposes. Because look at that, there's no one left. All dead. This one's fine. They don't have any fabric. They do have some cotton. Sometimes they sell fabric at the mechanical shop, so let's go check that out. And you know what? I'm gonna have her not operate the well because it just looks like that's not even gonna be an issue. Here, I thought I told you to go to the mechanical shop. Just simply lose your ways, huh? Oh, he's going over to try to operate the copper resource, but he doesn't make his way all the way over there. Fair enough. One measly piece of fabric, sure. He does sell electrical components. Which is good, because I'm going to need those to, make those small wind generators. I feel like I'm probably going to need the research bench level 2 for that, though. Knows I gotta get at least one picture for per stream, so it may as well be this. Because I doubt I'm gonna be doing a whole hell of a lot more. Let's get the bull in the shot, too. Get a little bit of the cotton in there. We must arrange things. I also like how I have this guy in the shot, despite the fact that he has nothing to do with my crew. There we go. Just some guy. So let's make some... Let's make some armor storage here. And I apparently do not yet know how to... Okay, there we go. Item storage. That's probably going to give me food. Store. Let's put that right up here in the corner. Can I? Space. We want to put it right in the... Let's put it right there. Don't have any building materials, then I suppose you best go get some. Definitely gonna need to start making my own fabric. A fabric manufacturer is being researched, just I don't know it yet. Yeah, and I should probably get some cotton so I can learn that. However, I don't have enough money. Well, I'm farming cotton, but I don't want to bring the schwack load of cotton over here until I find a way to store it, so... I also like that Vorbis hasn't really, gotten much in the way of combat training, I am going to have to send him out at some point so that he can get into rackets himself. Once I get an alternate that I can use as a secondary armorer, I think I might gear him and somebody else up and send them on out to Skinner's Roam. If this bandit wasn't in such dire straits, I probably would have healed them. Why? Because I'm just that good of a person. Okran has blessed us with beautiful skies today. And backpack. So I can't wear that item, but I have someone who can. It's going to make it much easier for me to transport goods. What I can do is I can just send over Shao with some cotton, and then I can store some cotton over there, and they can just be constantly churning out fabric and they can just be constantly churning out fabric and armor. So what else can we research here? So unfortunately, I'm probably going to need a larger research bench to learn the smaller, to learn how to make the smaller windows. Which are the only things I'm going to be able to use if I end up buying this up here, because I doubt I'm going to be able to build outside of the area. So I'm going to need another couple of cotton so I can learn how to make cotton farms of my own and to create some cotton storage. Okay, it's weird. I have to be over here before I can actually do that, eh? How very strange. So we'll learn basic weapon grades too while I'm at it. And Vorbus Ulbean, you can create a fabric loop. It's going to be a bit tight quarters in this house, but that's alright. So we need 4 iron plates for that. May as well buy some cotton too while I'm at it. Oh, they got more fabric too. May as well buy some of that too. So let's not worry too much just yet about fabricating my own fabric. Fabricate the fabric! Ha 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 ha. Yeah, see, here's the hilarious thing. I can just basically have a relatively sustainable life as a farmer without even building my own farms in this place. It's slow going, but it's something. At least until I'm ready to get on the go. Hello, greetings, how are you? Take a squat. Rest up, guest. Hey. Walked into my house. You're the guest. See, I could probably buy a bull with horns off of them, but, I'm not gonna have enough money for it, I know. It's full there. You know what? Let's heal this guy out of the kindness of my heart. That one too. Why not? It's good first aid training, if nothing else. Well, I was going to heal you, but you're in pretty rough order. Hey, you know what? Screw it. Let's do it. Increase that first aid skill somehow. Now we're getting somewhere. So he can start making some stuff that's standard grade, then I'm probably going to actually send him and maybe somebody else out to do some combat training, and get somebody else in here to train up their armor. By that point, hopefully, see, because if I do end up setting up in this raided farm, I might have enough space in there that I can do a lot of crafting without having to start my own base. So I'm gonna have to deal with a bunch of river raptors running through, which is what got everybody killed in that spot in the first place. But at the very least, I won't have to deal with actual base raids. Now, in this instance, the only base raids I'm probably gonna have to deal with are just Prayer Day, which I'm gonna be able to handle easily enough anyway. Well, I'm not using up that much of my first aid kit to help this person. Their leg is incredibly fucked up, though, so okay, I'm finally healing it. Perfect. Now let's heal this one too while I'm at it. Let's heal you too. I'm so kind to these hungry bandits. Okay, she's not working on that because, it's already full up. See if we can buy some more research books before the shop closes. Pretty soon I'm gonna exhaust the amount I can research with that bench, though. See, so yeah, I'm probably be able to research small wind generators until I get the next one. Need to research how to make a small house before I can get tech level 2 though, so let's start that. And fuel generator theory too, why not? The more stuff I learn how to make, the better. And see, the thing is, fuel generators are a pretty decent thing to use in Holy Nation territory because the wind isn't usually super great, though I think the small wind generator should still work if I put them on top of a building. But, you can farm so many, like an absurd abundance of crops to the point where you can make a pile of biofuel. Anyway, I probably want to build some storage things here. I'm going to need to get some building materials before the shop closes. So, let's see. What do I need to build? Fabric box and something to store cotton. Actually no, the cotton storage is huge. So I'm going to have to do that piecemeal. Fabric chest, on the other hand, I know that's going to fit in here. So I may as well just pop this next to the... Just need a single piece of building material for that, so let's go grab that. Oh, that sucks then, because, well, I might be able to build it on the roof in the other place when I build that up, but, I can't, you know. I guess we'll see. How is, Chow doing for food? She's still got a decent amount. Interesting that I can just see straight through the wall like. I don't like the fact that a large chunk of the wall is missing, but I do like this, though. Look at us being industrious. If I do that and go inside the building, then the walls look fucked. And that still looks fucked anyway. Yeah, pretty soon I'm going to have to run off to one of the towns with all this stuff. I'll sell what I can to the guy running the farm, I suppose, but beyond that. Although it looks like they're closed up for the night, so I'm not going to be selling anything to him right now. May as well have her load up on as much cotton as she possibly can, and then she'll just head on over to Stack with it. I can get more cotton for I can get more cotton for the money. I can get more money for cotton than I can wheat anyway. And see, it's just so easy to get a shitload of crops really quickly in this area of the game. Honestly, I don't even really need to do a lot of the farming myself in this particular place, because these guys can just do it for me. Suddenly had him selected when I did that. I was half afraid he was going to run on over, but I guess not. Alright, so you are completely loaded down. It's time for you to run back to stack. I'm going to have her go up to the road, though. As she runs straight across, she's going to run into a bone dog nest, and I can't be having that. Starting to make some shoddy great stuff, that's good. He's improving. Anyway, pretty soon I'm going to have to stop, but let's see if we can get Chow over here. She's currently swimming. I thought she stopped. As long as she don't drown, I suppose. And away she goes. So that's all. Yeah, see, it wouldn't be a bad idea to buy the larger building here in town and make a bunch of electric components, because this is the easiest place to get copper, it seems. Wow, I could only get one book. Wow. I'm gonna need a lot more books if I want to get tech level 2. She'll get here. Eventually. Wait a minute. Run! You too. He's moving pretty good for a critter who's got his leg fucked up. That's just a random pack of wild bulls. What's all name? It's not. That'll learn you to attack me, Bone Dog. Bone Dogs can be an absolute terror, though. You're not ready for them. Case in point, it's actually holding its own pretty well against these paladins. It's fucked up a number of them. It's not winning, obviously, but it did wreck them pretty badly. Love and devotion, sister. Well, let's sell off a bunch of cotton. Keep so much of it to make fabric out of. She must be trying to ditch the food. So that's enough, those are enough books that I can start researching tech level 2. Okay, so I can only fit 10 in there at a time. Well, let's have her start doing that. Her laboring skill is pretty high anyway, so. So I'll probably just have her steady belt make some more fabric so he can keep doing his thing. I'll have some more food. That way we won't go hungry while working at our noble endeavors. How much is this? 7,200. Alright, it probably wouldn't hurt to buy that too. Or repair it if I can. I may as well have her take a bunch of cotton too so she can keep that thing fed. At the same time, I don't necessarily need the... Well, I suppose I can learn... Yeah, let's put a couple of pieces of wheat straw in there. Just so I can learn how to farm the stuff later. Other than that, though, I'll just sell the rest of it. Probably the mechanical shop, that way I can get some more books. Two, I suppose. Sack of cotton. Boom. And books. Slowly but surely, we shall get there. Straw farming. What else can we learn? Stone mining is going to be good when I eventually actually start building. Public sales, I guess, even though I don't know if I'm ever actually going to make use of that. I guess that remains to be seen, eh? Okay, so this is going pretty swimmingly. Okay, no, this is the shot of everyone being industrial. Or industrious, I should call it. Yeah, that's it. Hard at work in service of mighty Okran. Or something like that. Okay, so yeah, I need a research bench level 2 for light wind generator theory. Which means I might actually need to buy this house and fit, because I'm not fitting a level 2 tech bench in this building. That's just not happening. Let's see. Oh yes, I want to see, except it doesn't look like it requires power. Yeah, because it'll tell me if it's got a power consumption. Meaning, I can actually go up, if I get enough money, buy those farmhouses and turn that little area that's been laid to waste because I spent too much time at it into my own farm. And that's exactly what I'm going to do, because if that's the case, I might not even need to buy this building. Now, granted, I still probably should, so I can store a bunch of copper on the roof. Because I'm pretty sure the copper storage is a big thing that I can put outside. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to fit that in a small building. Alright, that's fair. So I just got to build up enough cash, and I can buy this place, and, the only thing is, I think the houses that are at this farm are probably pretty expensive. But hey, I can build up the cash. I got plenty of ways to make money. hell, I can even make money by making fabric. Although, actually, no. Because turning the raw cotton into fabric, I make less money off of the fabric. The cotton is worth more. So this is only useful for, you know, clothing manufacture. The more you know, eh? If I'm... We'll see. Yeah, once Moo is done doing as much research as she possibly can, I think I might have her deal with, fabrication, and, I'll send Sao back down to, or Chow, I should say. Well, hell, I'm almost out of cotton anyway. Go figure. Yeah, no, she can just do as much as this as she can, and, so I need to build up enough cash so I can buy those farmhouses. And or this longhouse that's ruined. And I also need to build up enough money so I can go around and learn some blueprints so I can make certain pieces of armor and stuff. Because I'm going to want to do full-time fabric manufacture up here, seeing as how there are cotton farms. Which means once I get that a-rolling, I can dismantle that and this. I suppose I could still probably leave it there, though, because I'm going to want a secondary armor, and I can just keep someone here almost full-time, or semi-full-time, making bandanas to increase their skills and, sell. And let's face it, getting everybody to have a little bit of farming talent probably isn't going to be a bad idea. So here's what we can do. We will send, let's send Moo and Gugulana down that way again. And I'll have her just do some farming now. And once Chow is done making all the fabric that Vorbis needs, she can head back and do the same. I am going to eventually want to hire more people, but you know what? I feel like these three are... because the only other thing I'd want is maybe somebody mining copper full time. So I don't know, maybe I'll send Moo or Chow down to Bad Teeth and pick up somebody else afterwards. It would appear I'm going to want her to slow down, because Gugulana is moving very slow. But now we're doing pretty good. His armor smithing skill is increasing quite a bit. Now, the only problem with my plan of setting up a bunch of stuff in the farm up there... Am I having her run headlong into a bone dog nest? I am, but it doesn't look like there's any around, so that's fine. Yeah, the only problem with me setting up stuff there is I don't know if there's very many iron nodes next to that. And if I want to manufacture weaponry, for example, it's going to be difficult to do that in the farm. So I might need to do it down in stack itself before I build a thing. Because, I mean, well, that's the thing. Even if I mine the iron, I can't process it into plates if I can't build outside the buildings, which I suspect I won't be able to. So that's going to be largely just for manufacturing cloth and leather armor and food. Alcohol. I can probably make a shitload of alcohol up there as well. And hell, that might be the main thing, because I might just ship food to it rather than make food. Because the only food I'd be able to make is bread, essentially. Alright, it's something to think about. Anyway. So yeah, that's gonna do for tonight. So, if you happen to stop by to watch, you know, a little bit more Kenshi, because I have a problem, and Hole, whatever the hell Hole was, I might actually play a little bit more of that. I started really getting into it at the end of it there. Not good at it, but I got into it. But yeah, thanks for dropping by to watch that. Hopefully you found folks to join me again next time, wherein I swear I'm going to carry on with a game I've already started, and hopefully actually finish. I'm not sure what that will be, but we'll see. But until then, as always, I wish you a farewell, and I hope you have so long for now.